Welcome to another breakfast idea and essential. We're going to cook up some Storm. I'm going to try this recipe for the first time. So just bear with me. I have the ingredient placed on my kitchen counter and I have put a saucer pan on the stove. So guess what? We are going to cook. So come with me. See what I have? Look and see what I have on my counter. Yeah, I have some goat milk. Yes, it's about a cup of goat milk. And I'll add some water to that, and I have about a cup of water too. Also, I have some, you can see smoked paprika, oregano leaves, or oregano, some hot pepper sauce, turmeric, and we have black pepper there. I have some whole wheat flour. There it is, whole wheat flour. And here I have some regular flour. It's open. Regular flour, we call it counter flour. I have a little oil. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the pear, but I have some cabbage there with corned beef. So we are gonna make some spring roll, but we're gonna try and make these spring roll crispy. All right, so we're gonna start the video. I'm trying to just line up everything for us. Yeah, so we have it nice and decent. It's a little bit high there, but guess what? We're getting everything we are gonna get. So we're gonna do some prep work. We're gonna get some prep work done. Yeah. Again, it's Malachi Emerald, and we're going to cook up a storm. But yeah, I have some ingredient there, and I'm going to show us what I'm going to do first. So yeah, I'm going to put on my apron. That's what I'm going to do first. Get my apron on. Are you seeing me? Trying to get my apron on so we can get this storm cooked up. Again, it's my first time trying it, and I saw a creator doing it online, so I'm going to try. So yeah, this is my milk. So to that I'm going to add a half a cup. So half of what I have here, half a cup. As I go by, then I will add the rest. I have my flour, so I'm going to add 2 part counter flour. There you see, are you seeing it? And I'm going to add 1 part, so that is my ratio, whole wheat flour. Whole wheat flour tend to be heavy. Right? So we get in there. Let us go again. 1. 2. I can finish with that, and I'll take 1 more whole wheat. So in total, how many have we? So we have 4 counter flour, 2 whole wheat. This is my aim to get it in a runny state. So to this I'm just going to add a little tip of oil. Just a little tip. Yeah, just look nice and runny. Alright, so this I'm just going to add some of the oregano flakes. Again, it's up to you. You can always add a pinch of salt depending on the filling that you're going to use. So I'm just gonna add a little half pinch of salt there. Gonna add another half pinch. So it's about 1 pinch there. So this is what we have. So we want to try, and so that is my mix. Look at it well, my mix. So yeah, this is how I get my stuff together. So I have that. Maybe add a little tip of black pepper to it too. Again, it depends on you. You don't have to add anything much, but my milk here should make them nice and soft when they are cool. So I'm going to head over to the stove and see how it is. So with this, we are going to head to the stove. So here we go, to the stove. Are you seeing in my pot? So I'm going to pour some right in the middle. See me? Right in the middle I want to pour it. So I want it to run and reach all. See? I want it to all the ends. It does seem like I need to add a little more water to it. That is what I want. I want it to, yes, more like a crepe. That's what I want. It's more like a crepe. So there it is. Trying to get it like a crepe. So we don't want to get it burned. Must be wondering what the heck am I going to do? Well, let me go there and I put it on the stove top. There's a little oil. Have it on the stove top. Tapping up the flame a little. So my aim is to have it right there on the stove top and we get it nice and set up. Yeah, that is what we want. Think I may need to add a little water back to the. Let us add a little more water. Yeah, that looks nice. Again, you know, I'm trying to make these, so guess what? Yeah, this is it. Just get it up a little too. Yeah, see it's moving around there. That is what we want. That is what we want. We want it to be able to can move around. So that is what we're doing. Again, if you're just joining the live channel Malachi Emerald, consider liking the video. Yeah, we're trying to make some breakfast roll. Some people's, it's a form of spring roll. Spring roll depending on your casing. So you can use a dough casing, flour dough, rice dough, you can use vegetable, and there are some more synthetic ones, or if you don't like the term when I say synthetic, some manufactured ones. Manufactured one. So that is, so I have this here, so we're going to have it until we get it cool. We're going to have it cool, and then we proceed from there. We're trying to get this one done. So there we are. Nice looking. And I'm going to pass that out in a plate. I'm going to pass it out in a plate as soon as I'm just trying to get it set a little. So yeah, I'm going to pass this one out in a plate. I am trying, remember? I am trying. Oops. Basically trying. And you will see how it goes. Well, you will see how it goes. We want to have it right over. See? Yeah, this is what we want. Nice and flowy. One try. We want to have it nice and flowy. So it's my attempt. Let us see how it turns out. Will it turn out to be a wonderful roll, or will it not? Well, time will tell. Time will tell. Yeah, we're trying. Oh, I'm trying to get this one. Yeah. Yeah, this is our aim. So I'm trying to get the base of this crepe here. Yeah, it is. Trying to get it nicely done. Yeah. Wow. This is taking a little time. I may have to get a fork to help me. May I need to get a fork. So we're taking them out. I'm going again. I'm going to try one last set of mixture. But these rolls are Chinese. So people normally say Chinese spring roll or spring roll because they are normally made by the Chinese. And again, I stand corrected. So let me turn this one over a little like a crepe and let us see how it will work out. Will it work in our favor? Again, we're trying. We are trying. Alright, so I have completed making the casing. So what am I going to do next? I have put on the oil and I'm going to fill. So I'm going to try and fill these casing with some more some of the cabbage that I had shown us earlier. That is what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and do some filling. Filling. So here I'm going to try my filling. All right, so there goes. I'm going to take out some of our cabbage. Are you seeing it? I'm going to take out some of our cabbage. I'm going to place it right there. Put some of our cabbage. And this cabbage with some amount of corned beef, some processed beef. That is what we're going to have. So okay, let us put a little bit more in it. Are you seeing it clearly? Hope you are seeing it. Hope you are seeing it. So I've placed there. I'm gonna add a little black pepper. I like my paprika, so I'm gonna add a little paprika to that. A little pepper sauce. Again, you could add your Scotch bonnet pepper, your habanero, or which other one. So you could add. So I'm going to try and wrap. So I'm going to one. And this is how I saw them doing it. I'm going to try and wrap. So I fold first, and then I will start the process of wrapping. 1, 2, and that is one wrap. How does that look? Does this look good? I think it's not bad. We're going to put this now in our fryer. And let us see how it works. So we are waiting until the fryer get really hot. You want to look at it? That is my attempt at spring roll. So So to prevent any little issue, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on the spatula. So I can just place it in the fryer. Are you coming with me? I am going. Let us go. So we are here. I'll start to fry. That is it. Are you seeing it well? Yes. That is it. So it is smoking a little. Let me turn on the hood. So we are having one, and we want to get it nicely done. Having our spring roll smoking a little. Let me turn it down. So we want our spring roll to be crispy. That's what we want. We want it to be crispy. Now, so I'm going to turn. I want to get it nice and crisp, especially on the outside. Nice and crisp. Now we're getting there. I'm gonna try the small one. That is not looking bad. That is looking good. Let me get the flame up a little. That is looking good. That is looking good. So we get the flame back up a little so we get them nice and dark. And this one is dark. We're making some breakfast roll. Are you seeing it? Breakfast roll. And this is on the channel Malachi Emerald. Trying to get it nicely done. Again, it depends on your wrapper. You could use your thin roti or your roti wrap. This looks nice. It's the first one out. It's the first one out. We're gonna try the small one. Here we go, small one. So we have one more in the pot. Normally we deep fry them, so they should be covered in the oil. So I'm improvising. I don't want to use too much oil on the. If I was making a lot of, then I would have placed more oil in it. But this is not looking bad. Just tilting the fryer or this small fryer or small pot, or some people say saucer pot. The saucer pot tend to be that wider one, or saucer pan. So I'm trying to get this one nicely done. That is what we want. Here, I'm trying another one, not the best, but we're trying to get it done. Not the best. I think this dough, I had too much wheat flour in it. So it's fried. So it's not as firm as how I would want it. I had too much wheat flour in it. So, but yes. Alright, so I'm trying. I want to get it too high. I'm trying. There goes another. And I add it to my plate. This is where I'm having a little issue now. This one here. Oh, everything fell apart. This is what I was saying. So yes, you have to be careful. We want to use whole wheat, but the amount that was placed in it is too much. amount of whole wheat flour. So maybe what I needed to do, maybe for the 4 scoops, I should have had 1 whole wheat in it. That is what I should have done. So let me, and I'll put that in something else, and I'm going to try on this side. I'm going to try using no whole wheat whatsoever. No whole wheat. I'm going to light the stove, and I'm going to add so I'm going to add a little more oil to it. Let us see how it will turn out. Wait. So I'm going to pour again in the middle. And I'm going to try and yep. Let us see how this will turn out. So I'm going to try and take this out, put it in a different plate. Because it's not true to type. I'm going to take out all and sundry from this. So we are going to turn this down low. Alright. So this one here looks a little freer to come up. Let us try and see how free it is. Alright. Doesn't look that bad at all. So we're going to turn it off. We're going to use only one. Only one. That's what we're using. Only one. So we are trying to make one. Yes, and I add some seasoned oil to that. So we are gonna try and make, so I'm gonna try and make our roll. So let us head to the, it's a little bit hot still. It's a little bit hot, so I'm gonna dust it and try and flip it. Changing the whole way that it was. So I'm gonna try and flip it. And see, I have some amount of my cabbage with my corned beef. And I'm gonna try and make one. But we said we were gonna use, so I'm gonna fold it one way. We're gonna fold it the other way. Still is hot. We're going to fold one. Wow, that is hot. And two. So we are going to try and have it. Maybe we're gonna have a little issue with it because it seems like it's hot. Too hot. I maybe should have waited until it come cool for us to do that. So I'm going to try and see. I'm going to put it in my fryer. Let us see how it will work. So I've tried it here. Not sure it will be the best, but we're trying. Trying. So it's in the fryer. Let us get back. Back to the fryer. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it much better, but you know, it was a second attempt. So allowing that side to get brown while I repeat this, I return the ingredients. So their rightful places. So I'm getting everything back to where they belong. Yeah, so we're trying. I'm gonna try and get it flipped. Yeah, we're trying. here, trying to make spring roll, but it's more like making spring roll gone bad. I got only 2 lovely ones. It's making breakfast roll gone bad. So trying to make breakfast roll gone bad on this live here. Yeah, that's what we. It's raw and uncut. Trying to get those exposed parts out, preventing them from changing the whole color of the oil. That's what we're doing. So again, it is a channel Malachi Emerald, and we are making breakfast rolls. Breakfast spring rolls. The spring roll can be had nearly any time, but it's a good breakfast idea from the Orient. People from China and those areas, Thailand, subcontinent, so we get them like that. But ideally, they should be deep fried. These that I'm making, they are not deep fried, so they are more flatter, but they are like spring roll gone bad. Why? Because I have 2 here, the one in the pot, another over there in the plate, unlike these 2. These are the good ones, and these are the spring rolls gone bad. Again, it is a channel Malachi Emerald, where we do breakfast idea and essential. So here we're trying trial and error, and I'm going to take it out at this point in time. Again, you could always have your absorbent paper to get rid of that excess oil from each one. So I'm trying to get out all of the some amount of fume still coming up. Some amount of fumes. So here we have 2 lovely ones. So we can compare, or we can look and see. So I'm finished there, and this is what I have. I'm not sure how well you are seeing. Maybe I could have them set up another way. So there they are. My attempt at making spring roll. If you look closely, they don't have that long shape. It's only the smaller one here that looks like a spring roll. The others are flat, more like a burrito. So while you cook, you clean. Just turn off that. And yep. There go our Here goes our rolls. Goes our roll. Yeah, so what we have? Do you want to look closer? Look closer. So these are the ones that have gone bad. Gonna add me a little ketchup on them. And these are the ones that are wonderful. Wonderful? Sorry. These turn out well, but these did not turn out so well at all. Part of the dough got broken and some of the filling got exposed. So again, we can still have it, but it's gone bad. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have it. It's crunchy. It is tasty too, but it's not true to form. Not true to form at all. But I'm having it still. Normally you would take your spring roll up, you break or you eat as is. So yeah. Let us look again. Shatters. Wow, that is crunchy. I'm going to have one of the small one here. This is spring roll, true to type. Although this one or this plate went bad, the other plate had the ideal one. So we're going to eat. Look at it. Or better yet, look at it. That's it. Oh, spring roll. You know, that little ketchup. You could make your own sauce. Again, you can always make your spring roll with whatever meat you have left over. Mostly your vegetable. So if you do your steamed kalaloo and cabbage, kalaloo and pak choy, whether you have it with whatever protein, whether chicken, breast, baked bean, sardine, tuna, corned beef. Yeah, it's good to go. And remember, breakfast, it is the most important meal of the day. I have to open my mouth really wide for that one. The dough is crunchy. It is. So we are finishing up this one here. Tasting real good. Even though it's not true to farm, but it's tasting good. There we have one that is not true to form, open at the side that burnt area, dark area. But we're gonna consume it still and see. This was the one that I changed the mixture for. Ooh. This is hot. But this one tastes nice. So I'm going to cover that one that is true to farm. And finish the second experimental one. So yeah, we're having it. It is hot, but it is also tasty. Yeah, we are getting there. So I'm going to have the last piece. And then we close. Remember, it is a channel, Malachi Emerald, where we do agriculture and food. But we are in a series, Breakfast Idea and Essential. And we are having breakfast roll or spring roll. But these went bad. Are you hearing that crunch? The edges are crunchy. Really? Really crunchy. But inside is soft and nice and hot. Wow. And here goes the last of it. Plate is empty. Plate is empty. Yeah. Yeah, so that was nice. Tasted so good too. Even though it was not true to farm, but the area that did not break tasted really good. So yes. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of Malachi Emerald, our breakfast idea and essential, our breakfast essential. All right, until we do another live, remember, you can try these breakfast roll. Do it your way. If you want to buy the flatbread or roti or the wraps, and you make them that way, that's good. But ideally, you want them to be very crunchy. So you can make like a crepe in the frying pan or saucer pan. Have it cooled, and then you go ahead and make yours. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel, Malachi Emro. Remember to subscribe if you have not. Like the video if you recognize any of the ingredient that I use. Share with friends and family and on your various social media platforms. And don't forget to comment. Bye for now, until the next one. Yeah, until the next one.